So in response to this question of being attached to the abuse, I know this only because I've lived it. So likely your daughter is an empath, which means that she's a good, caring, and compassionate human. Her abuser has created what is called a trauma bond. So this means that her abuser creates hurt, pain, trauma to her and her life, and then immediately will attempt to fix it, heal it, and kind of pick up the pieces. This process, repeated over and over and over again, is when it creates a dependency for the person on the receiving end, where they feel this desperate need of this other person and the crumbs of love and affection that they are feeding them. So from the outside, the red flags look so obvious. But for the victim, they feel torn and desperate in their feeling of needing to escape the toxicity. But also their feelings as though they need this other person. For example, in my case, towards the end of my relationship, my abuser would abuse, whether it be physical, emotional, psychological, or even sexual. I would be able to break away for about 10 to 14 days. And when he came groveling back with apologies and love notes and texts and flowers and, promises of trips and, all the right words, I would eventually cave. And if I didn't cave, he would then again turn violent, threatening, and would be abusive. Not just to me, but to my family, my children, my belongings, my income, multiple things. So in my mind, myself and my family were safer with him next to me than we were with him away from me. This cycle went on for about 3 years. And the best way that I can describe it is that for the victim, it feels like an addiction. Our bodies have the same chemical, psychological, and physical responses than an addict who is addicted to a substance has. We are in a constant state of fight or flight, and our nervous system is totally and completely dysregulated. We know it's all toxic, but the cycle is so ingrained in us at this point that it's very difficult to break the cycle. From the outside of it, what you can do is to continue to encourage your daughter to use her gift of seeing the best in others to see the best in herself. Continuing to support her because, trust me, she's gonna need it.